One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Sun Devils will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Now on the option. Quick toss. Got enough for the first. He rumbles out to the 39-yard line before he's steered out of bounds. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around. Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
And the Huskers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because, Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The Huskers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Now from inside the red zone. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big four-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because just being able to have that size at that position, play the defensive line, it's so important for these college teams. They'll fit right in.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving it right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in first and goal. They are feeling it.
The Cornhuskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Wide receiver going in motion. Got it back on second and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Husker.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll go to the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Back to pass, it's Levin. Quickly complete. At the 35, he's open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48, and an explosive play gets this offense working. The Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, then you open it up for the passing game.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Back to throw, it's Levin. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Sun Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. So first down in the red zone, and this crowd getting behind its defense. Brown has it. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Tries to do it himself on the draw. That defensive front just flat with them as they knock him down for a big loss.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in their Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Here's a heat. Hit as he throws. That ball never had a chance, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You can tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
They'll run the option. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. Nebraska's had a lot of guys to feed over the years. Mike Rozier, Roger Craig, I am hip. But you don't know who's going to get it with this running attack.
Yeah, but I do know this, Reese. Whoever gets it is going to run the football physical. And Nebraska's going to be very happy. Their fan base will be jacked if they establish the physical ground game, because that's who they are.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. And the Huskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Raiola. Grab near the marker, it's Hunter. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And that's exactly how you draw it up, and that's why the option's so hard to stop. QB, man, draw the defense in. Look at me. I'm the first option. Bam, next thing you know, he pitches it, gets a positive gain down the field.
Here's the handoff. Sweet cut there. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They're going to run it to the right. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Udo. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Give to Brown. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Levitt. Good timing on the quick out. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Sun Devils are flying down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Motion from the wide receiver. Quick strike complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. A top 5 clash and a thoroughly impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. I guess a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Setting up the screen. Turning it on. And he's brought down after a huge completion. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback making adjustments. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Turns it loose deep. That pass is intercepted, but he's out of bounds, so it'll go down as an incompletion and a stroke of good luck for the quarterback.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
So now it's 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready, go.
The option look. Now the toss. There he goes.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Trying play action. Firing to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Going to try to get it himself. He gets it up to the 17 before being wrestled out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Working that left side now. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. This time on target. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Wants to throw on first down. Might be looking to run. The short hands, it's Hamilton. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking downfield on first down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback. Keep it.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
Great job of execution in the passing game. QB and his target on the exact same page. The extra point now is going to tie this thing up. And they've got some real momentum here heading in at halftime.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bell. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, It's Raiola. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Got him, and nobody's close. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Great coverage, and it's so hard when the ball's thrown down the field to stay patient, like not to grab the guy, not to start to overreact to the football. Nice job staying a little bit patient when the ball got there, deflecting it, knocking it down.
They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Cornhuskers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Start the third quarter with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
Oh, man, the coach might want to think about putting this defender on offense. He almost dragged his toe in bounds. That was almost an interception. Nice job.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. Wants to throw. It's Levin. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on third down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Going for it all. Touchdown, Nebraska! And that one will give them the lead. What a grab and what a quick strike for that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa steamrolled its way to victory today. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Iowa City a ton of confidence. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wideout. Back to throw. It's Levin. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Makes the grab. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing curl routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. From the gun to give, looking for room. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Wants to go up top. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Brown. His defense giving up ground, and he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State. I'm not sure anyone even breathed on that running back by the time he got into the end zone.
Nah, so many blockers out in front. Where are the defenders? I mean, it's a good idea. You know, the guy with the ball, that's usually the guy we want to go tackle. Go get him.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. And it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hunter. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll run the option. They'll try the run. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This offense is just like Novocaine. Like, just give it time. It just keeps working. It's a slow death, right? Like, they continue to just chip away. Nice first down play. Nice read. Get it to the pitch man. Sets up a great second down opportunity.
And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Shoots it to the left. Fires and picked off.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Looking to pass. It's Levitt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
Getting loud, trying to make movement, change impossible. Reads it, fires complete. On the move at the 30. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a 2nd right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
He'll take it himself. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going. But moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the field.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. To the air, it's Levitt. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the 4th quarter gets underway. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The handoff to Johnson. makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
They'll give it to the back. Can't get him to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, it's Eyes. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. First and goal coming up.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The Huskers trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. On the option. Running toward the goal line. It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And once you get in the second half of a tie football game, you cannot waste these opportunities. You got to put points on the board. You got to take care of the football when you start to get in the red zone.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Grab behind the line. It's Hamilton. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
And I love the quarterback's accuracy here. Hit him in stride, man. Hit him where he can catch the football and continue to run and do more damage after the catch like he did right there.
They'll try the right side. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Levin. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with the clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long, but players like that are getting after him.
The Sun Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Off play action on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He's going to take off. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. And this will be picked off, a costly turnover in a tie game.
This game right now is hanging in the balance. It's tight, it's close, tied here in the fourth quarter. One play can change everything, and that was a throw that the quarterback wishes he could have back.
Using his legs, it's Udo. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I'll tell you, this defense and their front seven, they're going to have to play with great eye discipline because they know they are going to see this type of misdirection in their run game, and they got gashed there.
They'll run it to the right. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of interest in this Pac-12 showdown today, so let's catch you up to speed on things. Washington State is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Pullman deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 35 to BYU. If anything else happens in this one in the Pac-12 or anywhere else, we'll make sure you know about it, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. To throw, it's Raiola. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. Back to pass. keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Makes the grab. It's Barney. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Now on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. With the catch, it's Barney. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Quarterback making checks. They'll throw it from the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Backed up now, here's second and long. To the air, it's Raiola. Flips it out in the flat. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Guys have the backfield now. It's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. From the gun, running back gets the give. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's fourth down and 1. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Husker!
And listen to the crowd. They're going absolutely nuts. If they get the extra point, they tie this thing. In all likelihood, it's going to overtime, and they've got the home field crowd behind them. What a huge advantage in this moment.
Gutsy call to go for the deuce to try to win the game right here. To the air, it's Raiola. Takes the easy one to the back. He will not make it to the end zone. The two-point conversion attempt fails, and they are still down by 1 here deep in the game. anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.